Well, I mean, we just saw the handshake. Oh, that's the one that you spoke about now when Senator Tinubu refused to shake the hand of the Senate President, Senator Saraki. But previously, you saw Senator Lawan extend that handshake after they took the oath of office. But one wonders, while they were taking that oath of office, do you think that they still had at the back of their minds what they were going to do, how they were going to stage a walkout? But at the end of the day, all of those who have been elected, they're Nigerians, aren't they? Do you think that they will deliberately work against the interests of the country by maybe rejecting bills or deliberately throwing spanners in the works? Can that, or do you see that happening?
No, well, anybody that does that is doing it to the detriment of his own personal political career. So, I don't expect any one of them to go to that particular length.
Why should we be worried then?
What all of them will want to show is that they too, you know, the most interesting thing about these gladiators is that all of these particular individuals hold position of power at one point or the other. So they are vastly experienced. And they know what the stakes are very, very high.
Yeah,
you either perform or the people will take you out.
Why then should we be worried, or should Nigerians not be happy?
No, the truth about it is that, you see, that is that to say, you know, politics is sometimes about perception. People have this particular perception that, okay, no, immediately when we get into power as it is now, there will be people that will be arrested, people that have already been in this particular party will not be allowed to come in, we will cage them, we will put them in this. These are perceptions. But the reality is a different ballgame entirely. What we just saw is reality. That is what is called politics. That's what we saw. That is the reality on ground. So, and then our ability as a people to understand the system is that we should be able to only challenge this particular government to be able to give exact solution to most of the promises that they have made.
Isn't this where,
collectively or individually, they must give that particular thing to the people?
Isn't this where we should look to them now and see how they draw the line between party politics and governance?
Exactly. We need to draw that particular line. But before you could draw that particular line, it is very, very important that you make the house harmonious quickly. Because, you see, it's just like you in your home. You keep on having a small fracas with your wife and all, and kids. And you are the husband, and the children take their own position, the wife takes her own position, and then you take your own position. If you don't have a family meeting and quickly solve it, your meal in the next morning may be different from what you used to have. There will not be even smiles. Or you may be thinking that as I'm the master, I can control, I can do and all. No, it doesn't work that way. So you must be able to make everybody feel comfortable, even if you have another direction later. As a leader, you must be able to give semblance of collective love to all concerned while you direct for your own, for the collective interest. Deviating from that will give you a lot of problems, because you will be saddled with responsibility of taking care of internal problems, not looking at the collective interest or governance as it were. So it is very, very important that quickly as it were, to have this particular in-house meeting and solve the problem and continue with governance, reminding the people or people in the state and then the Senate and then the Federal House of Representatives that this is what we promise collectively, and we should not move our eye from the ball, even though we have problems. Internal problems can be solved out.
Dr. Tanko, you know, quite a number of people will agree with you. And you also talked about, you know, the members of the Senate not showing anger. But they cannot help their unhappiness. I mean, if people cannot show anger, you cannot say that they must be happy as well, will you? But the question is, how do you see them resolving these differences, considering that it would seem, it's conjecture now, that there is a trade-off with the PDP that is seeming, and I'm saying that very, very carefully, in terms of having a deputy Senate president from that particular party. Do you see that this reconciliation will be able to move forward with that happening?
It's very, very simple, Mokwe. It's very, very simple. You see, everybody has his own price. It may not be in monetary terms, but in terms of needs and maybe set goals, objectives. Every individual have it. So the leadership of Saraki now has to show this particular leadership quality by making sure that Lawal shook hands with him. That's to show him that, okay, fine, you won, but then I have my anger and all of those ones. But then you can still reach out. You can still reach out to all of these aggrieved groups to look at the, look, gentlemen, I did this in good faith, and bring yourself down. You're not only enforcing yourself on them, but rather this is what we are trying to do, so that everybody can understand you. The people will start reducing their anger day by day, and then we can now move in together as one train. But where you show, what would I call, authoritative positioning, that, okay, I have new allies from certain groups that I already belong to. I can do and undo. I can make a statement that can say, yes, I'm enforcing it, whether you like it or not. Then you are creating problems. The attitude that needs to be shown now is the kind of attitude that shows that all of us are together, we can work together as one. Yes, forget the past, and so, we will make amends and all. I, as a leader, can go back to my chairman and explain my position, why I did this and why I did that, to show loyalty.
Dr. Tanko, just a moment, just quickly now. Now, you talked about that kind of attitude, but someone will say, or some people might say, but the attitude was already there when the election took place behind their backs.
No, that one was a clear definition of exactly where they want to go. It was a clear declaration. They didn't hide it. They told the whole house that they will contest election. They made it very, very clear. So, but the party should have been able to actually put this together. Right, when they made their position, maybe in-house, in the night, and also, okay, fine, you don't want to step down, or maybe you don't want to agree with our position, then all right, fine, you can go, and then the party will still maintain its own position, because already it has shown that I've given you, either directly or indirectly, I've given you an
Dr. Tanko, just a moment. Sorry, Suleiman. There was